Good to see you today. We're going to be looking again into the life of Joseph at when he is in Potiphar's house. Our hymn today is the well-known hymn, Hold to God's Unchanging Hand. Okay, let's look at our passage now. As we think about Joseph's faithfulness. Now Joseph had been taken down to Egypt, and Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, captain of the guard, an Egyptian, bought him from the Ishmaelites who had taken him down there. The Lord was with Joseph, and he was a successful man, and he was in the house of his master the Egyptian. And his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord made all he did to prosper in his hand. So Joseph found favor in his sight and served him. Then he made him overseer of his house, and all that he had he put under his authority. So it was from that time that he had made him overseer of his house, and all that he had, that the Lord blessed the Egyptian's house. Verse 6 talks about how Joseph was handsome in form and appearance. Verse 7, we have Potiphar's wife. It came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast longing eyes on Joseph, and she said, "Lie with me." But he refused and said to his master's wife, "Look, my master does not know what is with me in the house, and he has committed all that he has to my hand. There is no one greater in this house than I, nor has he kept back anything from me but you, because you are his wife. Now how can I do this great wickedness and sin against God?" So it was, when she spoke to Joseph day by day, that he did not heed her, to lie with her, or to be with her. But it happened about this time, when Joseph went into the house to do his work, none of the men of the house was inside. She caught him by his garment, saying, "Lie with me." But he left his garment in her hand, and fled and ran outside. So when she saw that he had left his garment in her hand and fled outside, she called the men of her house and spoke to them, saying, "See, he's brought to us a Hebrew to mock us. He came in to lie with me." And I cried out with a loud voice, basically accusing Joseph of attempted rape. So she kept his garment with her until his master came home. She spoke to him with words like these, saying, "The Hebrew did all this." And so Joseph's master took him and put him into prison, a place where the king's prisoners were confined. And that's how Joseph ends up in prison. Okay, just some of the simple points I'd like to make today. In thinking about how temptation works and how the devil works. So it came to pass after these things, Potiphar's wife cast longing eyes on Joseph and said, "Lie with me." And that's the first time. And that is one time. And he's handsome. He's a good-looking fella. He's young. I would suggest also, as Potiphar recognizes, it says Potiphar recognized that the Lord had been blessing him. His master saw that the Lord was with him, and the Lord made all that he did prosper. And it's like this guy's star is rising. And the Lord blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake as well. The Lord blessed the Egyptian's house. What do you think happened to the Egyptian's house after Joseph was chucked into prison? Do you think the Lord kept blessing Potiphar's house? Probably not. And so, tough cookies, as it is. It's like you lie about Joseph, well, then you just cut your own throat. Now your house isn't going to be blessed. Might think about that idea. Kind of reminds me of Abraham, just as I said that. "I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse those who curse you." And so when Potiphar Potiphar's wife curses him. They find themselves cursed, but it starts just one time. But it doesn't stay just one time. Verse 10, she spoke to Joseph day by day. And so now it's multiple times. And see, you would like to think that, oh, you resist the devil and he'll flee from you right from the get-go. No, that's not really how it works. Yes, the devil will flee from you, but the devil doesn't give up quite that easily. Even with the Lord, he tempted him 3 times. And so you might think about Joseph's temptations here and how many times Joseph was tempted. And this trial happens 3 times. It's the first time, and then it's day by day, and then it's at an opportune time. See, here she keeps wanting to be with him, and so she just says it flat out, verse 7. And then day by day she's pestering him, but he doesn't heed her. And then she waits until an opportune time when none of the men are in the house. And then she tries to grab a hold of him, saying, "Lie with me." And that's when he takes off and runs outside, leaving his garment in her hand. The hymn was, "Hold to God's unchanging hand." And that's what you got to do. Because the devil, he'll try it once, he'll try it multiple times, and then he'll look for an opportune time, and he'll give it another shot. And you better get out of there. Hold to the Lord's unchanging hand. Appreciate you. Hope you have a good day. Join us tomorrow for another portion of our Daily Praise.